Welcome to Chemistry_Studio_ The Intellectual Odyssey Rages On. The Intellectual Odyssey rages on. Today we are discussing two of the breakthrough discoveries in the history of chemistry. Discovery of structure of benzene, very interesting, and the famous Rutherford's experiment about the structure of atom. Benzene's discovery by Kekulé. The discovery of benzene is often attributed to Friedrich August Kekulé, a German chemist who made significant contributions to the field of organic chemistry in the 19th century. Kekulé proposed the structure of benzene in 1865, which revolutionized the way chemists thought about organic compounds. Prior to Kekulé's discovery, chemists believed that organic compounds could only contain chains of atoms, rather than rings. However, Kekulé had a breakthrough when he had a dream about a snake eating its own tail, which he interpreted as a representation of the benzene molecule. Kekulé wrote about his discovery in his famous aniline paper of 1865. I was sitting writing on my textbook, but the work did not progress. My thoughts were elsewhere. I turned my chair to the fireplace and dozed. Again, the atoms were gambling before my eyes. This time the smaller groups kept modestly in the background. My mental eye, rendered more acute by the repeated visions of the kind, could now distinguish larger structures of manifold conformation. Long rows, sometimes more closely fitted together, all twining and twisting in snake-like motion. But look! What was that? One of the snakes had seized hold of its own tail, and the form whirled mockingly before my eyes. As if by a flash of lightning, I awoke. Kekulé's dream led him to propose the concept of the benzene ring, which he described as a hexagonal ring of carbon atoms, with alternating single and double bonds. This structure explained the unusual stability of benzene and provided a new framework for understanding the structures of other organic compounds. Rutherford's experiment. Ernest Rutherford was a New Zealand physicist who is best known for his contributions to nuclear physics in the early 20th century. One of his most famous experiments, known as the gold foil experiment, was conducted in 1911 and led to the discovery of the atomic nucleus. Rutherford described his experiment as follows. The apparatus consisted of a vacuum tube, the walls of which were coated with zinc sulfide, and a small source of alpha particles, obtained from the decay of radium. A thin sheet of gold foil was placed in the path of the alpha particles, and a screen coated with zinc sulfide was placed behind the foil to detect any particles that passed through. Rutherford's experiment was designed to test the prevailing model of the atom, which was known as the plum pudding model. This model proposed that the atom was a uniform mass of positively charged material with negatively charged electrons scattered throughout. However, Rutherford's results were surprising. He found that while most of the alpha particles passed through the gold foil, some were deflected at large angles, and a small number even bounced back in the direction from which they came. Rutherford concluded that the deflections were caused by a small, dense, positively charged nucleus at the center of the atom, which was surrounded by negatively charged electrons. This discovery led to a new understanding of the structure of the atom and paved the way for further research in nuclear physics. Importance of benzene's discovery and Rutherford's experiment. The discovery of benzene by Kekulé revolutionized the way chemists thought about the structures of organic compounds. Prior to his discovery, it was believed that organic compounds could only contain chains of atoms, rather than rings. Kekulé's concept of the benzene ring provided a new framework for understanding the structures of other organic compounds and led to the development of the field of aromatic chemistry. Rutherford's experiment was equally significant, as it provided experimental evidence for the existence of the atomic nucleus and led to the development of nuclear physics. This experiment also helped to disprove the prevailing plum pudding model of the atom and led to a new understanding of the atom structure. Both discoveries have had a significant impact on the field of chemistry and physics. Kekulé's discovery of the benzene ring revolutionized the way organic compounds were studied, leading to the development of the field of aromatic chemistry. Rutherford's experiment paved the way for further research in nuclear physics, which has led to important developments in fields such as nuclear energy, medical imaging, and more. Kekulé's discovery of the benzene ring and Rutherford's experiment have had a profound impact on our understanding of chemistry and physics, and their contributions continue to shape scientific research to this day. I am sure you have liked all this, so now like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. The Intellectual Odyssey rages on. Thanks for watching.